man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Second and 12 at the 32-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on second and 12. Here we go on second and 12. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. 3 and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a third and 12. Back to throw here. Airing it out deep for Smith. And that's caught inside the 35. An excellent gain, 35 yards.
Well, things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Aaron Jones, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. This is a crew, they've come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you've gone somewhere, but you really have. You're in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. You know, get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right.
Here we go. 60 outlaw. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Brings up second and 12 at the 23-yard line.
So after the loss of 2, here's second and 12 from the 23. Operating from the gun, Bender. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore, and it's third down. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to, even if you don't score any points.
Ready. 30 base.
Double dog, that's the way.
Let's go.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. Second and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big third down pickup to keep their drive alive.
A little bit of space there for the first down run, as that's going to get him about 5 yards. Bringing him down defensively, Jayon Brown. Now a handoff here to his running back. Not much there, maybe a couple, as he's taken down at the 40.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Bender. Now they go screen. It's complete. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 4th down. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. On 4th down, Bender. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Harold Landry. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold it.
He trusted his defense.
He trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
We'll see what his offense can do.
Check 24, check 24.
And to give this time to the tailback. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun, Bender. And that will be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football and now zapped right back in the other direction. Now, remember, they were unsuccessful earlier in this first quarter. Going for it on 4th. They're going to try a second time. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. Harold Landry. And how about this for a setup? The ball will go over on downs at the 1-yard line.
He's checking, he's checking, he's checking.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he is going to lose yardage here. 1 back in the game. That's Jones, 2nd and goal. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
Let's go, D.
They'll try again with Jones. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. They'll set up to throw. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight, He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
They'll drop the throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Steeler D will celebrate the goal line stand. And he'll give it here to his running back. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
To throw on second down. Bender. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. That'll go as a loss of 5. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Here we go.
Operating from the gun. Bender. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
57's Mike 57. Let's go.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
When I was in school, math was not my strong suit, but I did learn enough to know how to play cover 3. 2 corners and a safety divide up the field in thirds. On this play, the corner didn't get fooled by anything in front of him. Kept his coverage all the way down the sideline in the deep 3rd position and makes the interception.
2nd and 11. Throw left side complete. That's Barry. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The offense stays put. They failed twice already in this first half, but they're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Open man is Davis. He's got it for the Tennessee touchdown. Corey Davis, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Now McManus to tack on the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Titans 14, Steelers 0. Brandon McManus set to kick off.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27.
Here we go.
A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 46 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. The end result, 21 yards. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. 2nd and 6. Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. They went empty backfield, all their weapons out wide, so there really was no secret here to what they were going to do.
No secret, but they still had to execute it, and they still had to protect the guy throwing the ball, because oftentimes when you empty the backfield, people bring pressure at you. They managed to hold in there and successfully complete the touchdown pass.
Hopkins with the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Now this one complete to Corey Davis, and he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. He's going deep for Brown. No, he almost had it. Already with 1 interception, just missing his 2nd there.
He's got to be kicking himself right there. His team's already picked off 2 passes. That would have been the 3rd in the game. And, boy, they've really played well attacking the football.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this, and that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
It's a party now. It's a party now. Mike.
They'll set up a throw. Flush to his right, letting one go deep for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Give the sack to Aaron Lynch, the former USF Bull.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
So a favorable bounce that time, to say the least, and he's able to convert the field goal there from long distance.
Yeah, the guys behind the end zone didn't need to hike the net up for this one. That thing was a dying quail, but he finds a way to boink it off the crossbar and make it drop through.
This is fielded at the goal line. Then he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Let's go.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Bender. Going back to Moore. This time he's got him complete. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 9 yards on the play and a 1st down. From the gun, Bender. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Over the middle, complete. That's Alexander. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. This quarterback now 11 of 17 passing thus far. He's got his guys a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And oh, it'll be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know,
and he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Harold Landry, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Quick slant, caught by Moore. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13. They'll try and throw for it here. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position. Eluding the pressure right. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Read it well, and it's picked.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Got it.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Now a pass that's taken in by Smith-Schuster. A Steeler 1st down on a pickup of 11 yards. So a little more space to operate now. 1st and 10 from right around the 12. Here's a run on 1st down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. Operating from the gun. Bender. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there. Back to throw. Bender. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler 1st. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
At the 44-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off near the 42. There he goes right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
McManus now for the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Here we go, D.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after him now.
Here's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Bender throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
If you're a defender, one of the fun things about playing zone defenses, especially in today's football, is that it's not as static as it was in the good old days, meaning you just dropped to a point and reacted to the football. Now you end up with a lot of man-to-man principles once you get into your zone defense. In other words, get to your assignment and then locate a guy coming into your area, and then you end up covering him almost man for man. That allows him to make more plays on the football like the one we just saw there.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. But now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. To throw again. Bender. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5. Up to the 25-yard line. Call it a gain of 5. And that'll bring up a 3rd down. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's the Steelers with the football, but trailing here as we get going in quarter number 4. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This will be 3rd and 5. Looking to throw. Bender. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well. From the gun, Bender going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Bender. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted a 1/3 of their opportunities, 3 for 9. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. And no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Back to throw. Bender. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Harold Landry in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. Now a handoff here to his running back. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
And the Steelers on third down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This is 3rd and 14. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
He'll take a shot for the end, and it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Now that turnover might just about do it. Here, fourth quarter, the lead that you've got, they can just run the football, run the clock.
Exactly right. They played smart.
Now that's caught at the 25. A big play that time for the Titans. 57 yards. They'll look to throw here on first down. It fights him off. He can't get him down. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on.
Let's go, boys.
So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1 yard line.
1 yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who threw it.
And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Aaron Lynch able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. 2nd and 14. And it'll be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And the catch made by Johnson. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there at a first down. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Looking to throw. Bender. And he comes back with one complete. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Over the middle, it's complete. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit. On is Hopkins now for the extra point. It's up and good, so they claw back into it. 24-14 now. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And the Titans are going to recover the football. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he'll find Hall. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. 2nd down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. They'll go with Jones. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. That one looks like he'll throw here. There goes a deep ball. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. In for the score. And the Titans are able to extend their lead.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
They'll look to throw. And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense. That's 2 points for them, but he identified an open target and put it right on him.
This is fielded at the goal line. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete.
Ready. 70, Indy.
So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory, and it's going to be their defense that gets the ink in the head